Tiara Ariel here, highly sensitive person and empath. I'm also a wellness coach for highly sensitive people, and I am the HSP Spirit Guide on Instagram. You can take this reading as a message from your gods, your guides, the universe. If that's not for you, then you can simply see this as a self-improvement prompt for this week. My readings are meant to be support and guidance for highly sensitive people. They're not by any means meant to predict the future or tell you what to do. You should always trust your gut and what's best for you. I encourage you to take what resonates with you and leave the rest, because this reading might be for you or it might not be for you. So if you have any questions on what I've said or need clarification, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, let's get to the reading. Alright, hello everybody. Now we're into the second week of June. Crazy, already second week of June. Let's get started. So, followers on this channel, what would be good for us to know this week, second week of June? Interesting. 3 came out together. First one is wind, nudges, momentum, influence, being swayed, which came out in a previous reading I did on this channel. Next one is maze, lost, confusion, retrace steps, complex problem, misunderstandings. Stay calm and use logic. And gazebo, declutter, personal space, and home environment. So it's interesting because normally when I've pulled this wind card before, I've felt like it was something to watch out for. Like, you don't want to be making decisions based off of someone else's influence. But now I'm actually feeling like with this maze card that this is actually helping you, like giving you little nudges on which direction to go if you feel lost and you're in the maze. I was picturing someone in the maze trying to figure out their way out, trying to go based off their gut and utilize their logic and intellect and their emotions, and kind of not knowing which way to go, and the wind kind of like swirling in and helping them figure out which is the right direction to go. So if you take that metaphor, if you're someone who is feeling like they're lost and confused about which way they're supposed to be going right now, but you feel like a gentle nudge pushing you towards a certain direction, whether it's, the words of a friend or your own gut feelings, or just sort of seeing little signs everywhere that are not really blatant but kind of subtle and give you like a moment of thinking about if that's the right thing to do. That's what I'm feeling these cards are about. That's what I'm feeling that's saying. As if you're looking for which direction to go, listen to and pay attention to those little nudges that you might be feeling. This, I feel like, is just a separate thing, at least as of now, that decluttering your personal space and cleaning up your home environment a little bit can help you right now, especially if you're feeling scattered about what to do next or how to proceed. It might be good to pause and just focus on your personal surroundings and your environment as kind of like a reset or a recalibration to then be able to see more clearly or move forward with more confidence in the decision you make on which corridor of this maze to go forward in. Okay, just felt like the bottom of the deck was the one. This is waterfall, flow, abundance, water, cleanse, powerful force. So I just saw this person walking through the maze, finally figuring out which corridor or which direction they want to go in, and getting that gentle nudge and going, okay, cool, and feeling good about it. And then they walk a few paces, and then as they come out into the next clearing, there's like a gush of water rushing them in a direction that they may have been surprised by or not expecting. And it might seem at first like this crazy water slide of a what the heck, but I'm getting it's actually a really good thing. It's like not a shortcut, but the path you chose was like a fast track to whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, that abundance of good feelings and momentum towards whatever goal you're working on. Just picture them in a boat with a paddle suddenly, that they need a paddle, that you might want to have a paddle of some kind. So make sure that when this flow comes rushing in, that you still have a way to navigate, that you're still consciously making decisions and not letting the flow just carry you away with it. So like if this is someone working on their business and they suddenly turn the corner and suddenly got a flow of abundance and resources pouring in, to not kind of get lost in it and to still be consciously, interacting with it and steering it. So I know I'm talking in metaphors and it might be confusing to some people. So like that business example, if this is about suddenly finances pouring in and you're kind of it was unexpected but good, and then you get really excited about it and then start spending all the money, or I don't know, doing something that kind of just plays along with that rush of resources, okay, that you should be still consciously like making a choice about what to do with that new abundance, and making conscious smart choices as to how to keep that flow going so that you don't suddenly like let it drain somewhere else and then, or get blocked somewhere and not know where to go. And then I just pulled, this card just flipped: stillness, observation, meditation, digestion, calm. And so I think that the way that you continue to make sure you have a paddle with you is to get still and observe and meditate and just give yourself some pause and check moments, so that during the crazy rush of abundance flowing in, that you check in with yourself and make sure that you're still guiding the kayak yourself in which direction you want to go in, because it's actually a great amount of momentum once you break that threshold of a goal that you're working on and things start actually moving. And it's a really powerful place to be able to harness that energy and that potential and do something good with it to keep the momentum going. So I think for those of you that resonate with this metaphor, you'll know what I'm saying. And I think that these types of messages are intentionally vague because I want them to be able to apply to multiple situations. And I think that they are meant to be applied to multiple situations and not just one specific thing. And also observe the paths in front of you. So I'm still picturing like a waterfall, river, rushing water going through a maze, and it being fun at this point, once you turn that corner like I was talking about. And that the way to kind of choose which way to go, that you want to still be choosing which way to go, and deciding like as the fork in the road, the next fork in the road's coming towards you, and you're on, you're in your boat and you're paddling and you see these choices, that you consciously choose which direction you want to put the boat towards, instead of just like kicking your feet up and letting the boat just kind of go wherever. Because if you kind of let go of control at that point, when there's so much momentum, then you can crash into the riverbank, or you can veer off in a direction that you didn't want to go in. So just make sure you still have your hands on the reins, is my point, once you get this flow of abundance, if this is for you. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there for now. Not feeling like there's anything else here or any more cards to be pulled. So yeah, if you resonate with that, let me know in the comments, and this will be interesting to see what happens this week with this, because I do feel like this is a reading about what could be to come. And for those of you that this does happen for, is sort of like a guidance for when that rush of water comes in. So just keep that in mind, that if you're working on a goal and you suddenly feel all this momentum, to make sure you're still steering the boat once it comes. All right, that's it for the second week of June, and we'll see you next week.